I have a patch, and I have some material, and I have a needle that is already threaded. I go down to the end of the needle, thread. I wrap it around my finger, and then I take my thumb and I roll it so that it crosses across itself. It makes a little twisted loop, and then I pull on the loop tightly, and now I have a knot. So that's how you knot a thread. Now that I've knotted it, I put the patch wherever it needs to be on the material. Starting from the outside, I go up through the patch, like that. Pull it out. Now, the knot keeps it locked in place. I go into the material and up through the patch. That's one tiny whip stitch. And now I go a little bit further up, and I put the needle into the material, and I bring it up through the patch, and tie it down again. I'm using bright thread so you can see the contrast with the material and the patch. And we do it again a little further up, and we bring it up through the edge of the patch and tighten it down. And you just keep going, working your way around the edge of the patch. Oops, there we go. Pull it in. Okay, and you can see you've got some stitches, and you can see them when you're up close, but if you're using a color of thread that is close to whatever the binding on your patch is, or the base color of the patch, whichever shows, you're really not going to see it so much when it's actually on the garment. The Girl Scouts had green edges on a green sash, so if you use green thread, it really kind of disappears, and it just does not matter if your stitches are big. And then you get to the corner, and you do the corner in, and now we turn the corner, and we keep going around the edge, put it into the material, and bring it up through the patch, into the material, up through the patch. And the whole reason the glue is there is to keep the fabric distributed behind the patch so that it doesn't crumple up behind it and get distorted. And we do it again. For the small ones in particular, it doesn't matter so much. You can usually keep it flat with your fingers. We've come around the corner, and we continue working our way up and around the patch, and again, and again. And you can see I'm only taking with a patch this size, I'm only taking 3 to 4 full stitches on each side of the patch. So now I'm back to the last side. We do a few stitches to get ourselves back around to the beginning. Now if you took really tiny stitches as you went, then you could just stop here. I like to take slightly larger stitches, and then I do it a second time, catching some of the places in between that I missed. And the reason that I do that is as you're going around that first time, if you try to do too tightly, you really run the risk of bunching up your fabric and misaligning your patch. And this way, you can see you've got, it's very stable, not going anywhere. Now you just continue all the way around twice, and then when you get done, you take your needle and you run it through one tiny stitch in one spot, and then you do it again in the same spot, and that will keep it locked in place. And now you take your scissors and, oops, sorry, blocking things. You cut your patch off, and there you have one attached patch. That's it. Good luck.